Hi guys, and welcome to Momma Jess Knits. Today is Sunday, January the 12th, 2020, and this is episode 12. And I want to say thank you for being a subscriber. If you have subscribed, welcome back to the podcast. If you are new, welcome. If you like this podcast, please hit subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. I'm Jess. And you can find me on Instagram as Momma Jess Knits. On Ravelry is JStrack. I have a Ravelry group and a Facebook group. The Ravelry group, you can find me under Momma Jess Knits Podcast. And the Facebook group is under Momma Jess Knits. Or if you have any questions or want to email me, you can email me at mommajessknits@gmail.com. I'm just going to jump right in because I have lots and lots of works in progress to show. I only have one finished object, and as I took it out of my bag, I realized it's not even completely finished. So here is my finished object. I still need to weave the ends in. It is a dishcloth. Still need to weave the ends in. This is the Grandma's Favorite Dishcloth by PJ Allen. The yarn is Hobby Lobby's I Love This Cotton. And the colorway is called Fruit Salad. And I like it. It's just a bunch of little specklies. And I've decided that once I weave in the ends, I'm going to start keeping them in this little container. Although, not sure what I've done with the first one, so I have to run across that and find it. But once I find it and weave the ends, those will start to be stored in that container. I figure it's probably easier to keep up with them all like that. I don't know that 52 dishcloths are going to fit in there, but that's what I'm going to play. That's the plan for now. So one of my first whips is another dishcloth, since we're talking about those already. And since I've already told you what this yarn is, because it's the exact same yarn. I finished the other one at work, decided to go ahead and cast this one on. So this is week 3's dishcloth, and I'm pretty close to being halfway done with it. So once I get finished with that one, I'll start a new colorway. So this week I have all kinds of works in progress. I think last episode I mentioned that I have cast on itis, where I just wanted to cast on all the things. And now I've got all the things cast on, and now I am working my way through them. And by working my way through them, you will see what I'm talking about. So, I honestly don't know if I even worked on this hat this week. But it is, hey, it's a tangled mess right now. It is one of my daughter's, oh my goodness, barley hat by Tincanknits. I'm going to make her a hat and her baby doll that she got for Christmas a matching hat. So, it's both of them will be the barley hat, and both will be in Malabrigo worsted, and this colorway is called Shocking Pink, and it's got different shades of pink in it, and even to me it looks like a little bit of like a orangey coral color mixed in there. But I don't remember working on this hat at all this week. I don't think that I actually did. I know that I worked on this next hat, which is the Jason's Cashmere by Melissa Thomson, and it is in the Winter Lake, Malabrigo Winter Lake, and I'm still on the ribbing for the hat, but like I said, I have to do 4 inches of this ribbing. So I got a little bit done on this hat this week. Not a lot. I just kind of worked on it here and there. I also worked on, and forgot to write it down in my show notes, but I actually managed to work on this Irish hiking scarf. I can't remember who it's by, but I'll look it up and put it on. Isn't that beautiful? Once again in Malabrigo. And so I worked on that a little bit this week. I worked on at least the gray hat a little this week. I worked on dishcloths. I worked on, I think that is all out of this bag. So then I went to work on my daughter's birthday sock, which her birthday's come and gone. My birthday was yesterday. This is in my ginger snap bag. I don't think I've ever shown you guys this cute little mushroom charm that came on the bag. But this is my... So I've got one of these socks finished, which I showed on the last podcast. There's the finished one. And then I am now officially on the foot of the second sock. And I love how it's doing the same kind of blocking that it did on this sock. It just kind of reverse. Like the purple's on the bottom instead of the top on like the other sock. But I love that it pretty much did the same thing. So this yarn is Knit Pick Stroll in the hand painted. Here we go. Hand painted fingering in the frog prints. And she picked that yarn out, so when as soon as she saw it, she said she wanted some socks made in that. So I got started on them. I probably will have those finished by the next podcast. I can't guarantee that I'm going to show them. I'll probably have to put a picture up because I'm pretty sure she's anxious to get them. Then, because my birthday was yesterday, I decided I wanted to cast on a pair of socks for myself. So I did that. And they're also in a ginger snap bag. And the colorway on my socks are... Oh, hang on. I've got a mess here. Sorry. It is Lolo Did It in her original, which I've never used before. I always use her everyday sock. This is the first time I've used this, and this is only because whenever I went to go order this yarn, she was out of it in her everyday sock. And it is Hippo for Birthday 2019. And isn't it gorgeous? Sorry, I've got fuzzies on it. And I didn't get super duper far on it, but I did get it cast on last night. Worked on it. I've got, I think, 20 rows done, maybe a little bit more on the cuff. But I'm excited for those. And I'm keeping them in the same bag that I have my friend's socks that I'm working on. Which I don't think I actually got to work on these at all this week. But it is in really gorgeous tweed. And it's the Knit Pick Stroll tweed. And I've actually made myself a pair of socks out of this last year. I haven't got to wear them yet. But it is in the garnet colorway. And it's just so super soft. I'm looking forward to wearing mine our weather has been really crazy. Like, we had snow and ice this week, and I'll try to put some pictures up right there. But yeah, we had snow and ice. We didn't have school 2 days. And then this weekend, it's been in the upper 60s, almost 70. Some places it has been 70. The weather's just been crazy. Yeah, not impressed, Mother Nature. It's winter. I like snow. I like looking at snow. I don't mind driving in snow. I don't like driving in ice. But you do what you gotta do, right? Alright. Sorry for the crinkling. I've got so many bags in here. Because like I said, cast-on-itis. I've been going crazy. I'm sorry if you can hear my children. They were told to be quiet because I was podcasting, and then they decided to stop watching their movie and come out and start playing with the animals. In this bag, my Beauty and the Beast bag, made by me. I promise, guys, this is the year that I'm going to make bags and sell them. That is my goal. But in this bag, I have my In Stillness cardigan that I'm test knitting for Alicia Plummer. And I think the last podcast I mentioned that there was a stitch on there that I didn't really like, so I was kind of putting off working on the cardigan. Silly me looked up the stitch again, and I was doing it completely wrong. It's actually a very easy stitch to do. Not at all hard, like I made it. Anyway, so here is what I have done now. Sorry. Try to get it opened up here. So this is the back. And this is going to be sleeves in the front. Isn't it gorgeous? That's going to blow it out. We're going to pull it back here, and that's the true color right there of it. I'm so excited about it. And that is also in Malabrigo Rios. And that color is Till Feather. So I'm pretty excited. I actually worked on this for 2 nights. Once I got the stitch figured out correctly. So I'm actually pretty excited about doing some more work on this, and I can't wait to wear it. I think it's going to look good on me, I hope. Still got a good ways to go, but I'm excited for it. Let's see here. Okay, I actually worked on Natalie's socks this week. So, a Christmas sock. Yes, I know, Christmas is over. And this is in a cute little bag made by me also. A little snowman skiing. That's the inside, little trees. So here is her Christmas sock. I started on the heel. I think the last time I showed it, I don't know if I was even done with the leg of it, but I have finished the leg. I am officially on the heel. I'm actually about halfway through the heel. And that is in the Knit Pick Stroll in the Hollyberry color. And it's going to be all Hollyberry. Oop. These crazy needles. This little bag's perfect for socks or dishcloths. I gave my oldest daughter one for her dishcloths. And my 16-year-old daughter has one for her dishcloths. I need to make my 14-year-old daughter a bag. Actually, she has one. I forgot. She has a Dr. Seuss one that she keeps her socks in, which, guys, we had to rip her socks out. She lost the little paper that we were counting how many rows she had done on her socks. She lost that, and she kind of needed that because she's not doing them 2 at a time, so We didn't want the legs to be uneven. Thankfully, she wasn't like super long, far in it. But I told her I would cast it back on for her and we'd get started back on it. So now last week, I showed my, I think I called it a Cozy Memories blanket, but I think on Ravelry it's just called a memory blanket, and it is by Georgie Nicolson. And I've added, I think, 3 or 4 squares to this, and I am actually in the middle of a square. Forgive me. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a square. But here is a good chunk of my blanket. I do have a project page for my blanket on Ravelry. I need to get some more place markers so I can show you what all squares, or mark what all squares I did in the blanket, because I'm going to try to work on this throughout the week. But I can show you that I can't remember if I had added that square for my last podcast or not, but this is a new square to my blanket. This is a new square, and yes, I have all kinds of ends on the back that I have got to weave in and make that look a lot better. You know, make it look like this. But I haven't gotten there yet. This is a new square, and this is the square I'm doing right now. And the last 3 squares that I showed you were all made from, and now I've lost the yarn. Sorry guys, I'm a mess today. It is all from this Knit Picks yarn that came. I got a huge box of Knit Picks. I've showed it on one of my podcasts. A lovely, another knitter sent me, oh goodness, sorry, I got a snag on my blanket. Granted me a wish and sent me a box full of Knit Picks yarn, which I actually had only asked for some like a surprise box or some sock scraps so that I could add them to this blanket. But so this was in there. I don't know what colorway it was. If you guys know, well, let me know. It just says Knit Picks Fleechy on it, which I knew right away that it was that anyway. But yeah, so this thing's getting bigger and bigger, and I've decided that once it is done, I am most likely going to put it on my bed, or on my chair, somewhere where it's just mine. It does hold a lot of memories for me. It's got yarn in there from my knitting teacher who's passed away, and some knitting friends who have moved away and no longer in our knitting group. And, you know, it has lots of mini skeins in it and odds and end yarn that friends have given me or sent me through the mail, that kind of thing. So that is my big project that I would really love to finish this year. I think I cast that on in 2015, I believe. So it's been, depending on what month, this will be year 5 since I started that. So I have that, and I think, well, I know that I showed you guys yarn that I collected throughout the year 2019 that was just sock yarn, leftover sock yarn from socks that I made, or I was going to say other projects, but I think they were all socks. I do have 2 sock weight or fingering weight shawls on the needles, but I haven't finished those, so I don't want to use any of that yarn until I'm finished with those. But anyway, I cast on another memory blanket with that. And this square is actually finished, but I put my needles in to, there we go. I put my needles in to start the next square. So yeah, I managed to get 7 squares done in just a matter of, I think 2 days, maybe. I think I started this on our first snow day, and this is the square I started with, which is Lolo Did It. It's actually Lolo Did It's Happy New Year? A Hippo for New Year, that's what it was, Hippo for New Year. And then this is, sorry guys, this is some opal. This is a Lolo Did It OMG Unicorns. This purple is Knit Picks Fleechy. I made my 16-year-old some socks out of this. This is Knit Picks Fleechy, and I made my son 2 pairs of socks out of this. Actually, he's got some Minecraft socks, and then his Christmas socks are out of this green. And then this is the Knit Pick Stroll Tweed that I showed, that I'm making the pair of socks for my friend. This is the scraps from my socks. I can't get it to, that's pretty good. That's pretty good as to what the color looks like. And then I just have this black square, which is from my kids' Halloween socks. So, I've gotten started on that. Pretty excited about that. I also think I mentioned on the last podcast, sorry, there's going to be more bag crinkling, that I wanted to start knitting hats and scarves for homeless shelters. Some churches have some boxes around town that we call blessing boxes. And that I wanted to put them, some of the scarves on, like tie them to the, like picnic shelter, where I've actually seen homeless people sleeping. Anyway, I started some scarves, and the first one I started is just in some red heart that was donated to one of my knitting groups that I go to. And I've started crocheting that. I think that right there might be the best. I'm going to capture that color. Anyway, I've started crocheting that one. And then a wonderful lady I work with, who actually happened to be my, 2 of my kids' preschool teacher. She wanted to buy some yarn and donate it, so she went and bought 3 skeins of yarn. And I've actually never used this before. It came from Hobby Lobby, and it's Crafter's Secret. This yarn is like super squishy and soft. It is amazing to work with. So this is the other scarf I started. Like I said, I just wanted like some simple, quick stuff. I think I've worked on this once. It's just, I just wanted something quick, like a mindless pattern that I could just sit and knit on, or sit and crochet on, and that way I could get scarves done quickly. Because like I said, we had 2 snow days this week, and now it's in the 60s, but, so scarves aren't really needed right this second, but the sooner I get them done, the better. Because our really cold weather usually hits about the end of January, beginning of February. So it's coming. But I just can't get over how just soft and squishy this yarn is. And, oh my gosh, I love it. She got me some gray and a really pretty green, which is also super soft. And then a tan. So I like that. Just some neutral colors. Can be for a man or a woman. Like I said, I've already started it. Hopefully I can get them to knit up quickly. Definitely have cast on itis, so I've got so many things going right now, but I really want to get those done. because like I said, cold weather is coming. So what do I plan on working on next? I do not have any projects in mind to cast on at the moment. I am keeping with my 52 dishcloths for the year. So this is the 3rd week, and I've got number 3 already on the needles. So I want to get that finished because I really want to stay either ahead like I am right now, or I want to stay right on pace. So I want to get those done. I'm going to work on my current work in progresses. And I want to continue on with my Year of Alicia Plummer, which I'm doing with my cardigan that I'm test knitting for her. Because I've decided that what I'm going to do is try to either cast on or finish a project each month for that, so that I'll have 12 Alicia Plummer projects that I've made from her designs. So with that being said, I don't intend on casting on anything new between now and my next podcast, unless of course I finish one of the charity scarves, or if I decide to go ahead and cast on a 3rd one, or if I decide to go ahead and cast on a hat for them, then of course I'll do that. Next I am going to show you, I did not buy any yarn. I actually went to Joann Fabric and walked out of there yarnless. I did not buy any new yarn at all. Sorry. However, I did buy some fabric. My mom gave me a gift card for Christmas, and I'm so sorry for the crinkling in your ear. And it'll be crinkly. I'll try to keep it to a minimum. My mom gave me a gift card for Christmas, and I went in, and I did go look at the yarn. I'm not gonna lie, I did go look at it, and then I was just like, you know what? I have plenty of yarn at home. And I truly should have said to myself, you know what? You have plenty of fabric at home too. However, they had gotten some new stuff in, and some of the stuff I think 4 of the fabrics that I got, they had clearanced out, so they were like 60 or 70% off, with an additional coupon for more off. So here we go. So this was one of the new fabrics that they had. I mean, dragonflies. I love dragonflies. So I've got that, and then I think I'm going to use this as the inside, which I know might be kind of, you're probably thinking, well, that's not very colorful, that's kind of blah, but I just love it. And not everybody who wants project bags wants something blinding you, right? This next one's going to blind you. But I had to have it. I mean, because who doesn't love just some cute little foxes? Especially cute little foxes with glasses. I mean, really, guys? Adorable, right? And I think the inside of... I think I got some teal to go with the inside of that. I did. The teal's for the inside of that. And then, I couldn't pass this up. This was so cute. And I'm really hoping that others like this. I'm gonna definitely make one of these for myself. It's got not all the states on it, but like quite a few. I mean, how cute, right? Anyway, I saw that and I was like, yep, I need some of that. Oh, look. This reminds me of like Vermont in the fall. I've never been to Vermont. But it's on my bucket list. Oh, sorry. Chili peppers for Texas. I have been to Texas. Anyway, the inside of that's going to be blue. And then, thought I had some of this fabric at home and I didn't, so I'm glad that I got it. Because it's just super cute. Little bears and foxes and horses and moose. I just love this little bear. And the little owl. Oh my gosh. Let me turn it. Look. How cute. Anyway, and then I could not leave this at the store because I just found this print hilarious. And yeah, I've heard friends say this. Put your big girl panties on and deal with it. So I got some of that fabric, and the inside of that's going to be just a really pretty lavender. And then because this stands true to me, today's mood is sponsored by coffee. So, I mean, I think I'm going to make some project bags out of this, but I think I also have some of this fabric that I planned on making some reusable dinner napkins out of, too. And then last but not least, I had eyeballed this before, and I just thought that was so cute. With the birds. So, that is all of my new fabric that I got to make bags out of. So thank you, Mom, for that gift card. I did go over the gift card amount, but I did also use a coupon that saved me $20. So I didn't have any new yarn. That is my new fabric. Something else that I want to really get back into this year is I want to get back into my reading. Last year, I was so disappointed in myself. I only read 21 books. And those of you who know me in person know that is not me at all. I usually read at least 50 or more books a year. So I have started listening to audiobooks while I'm knitting. I still watch a lot of my podcasts, and I still watch a lot of TV, but I try to, in the mornings at least, before everybody gets up and going, I try to listen to an audiobook while I do some knitting, while I'm getting ready for my day. And so I've started doing that, and I've started reading a little bit each day. Currently, I am reading Caroline Little House Revisited. And it is Little House on the Prairie, pretty much, but told in the mom, Caroline's point of view. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I'm only about 60 or 70 pages into it, but so far, I'm really enjoying it, because I love the Little House books. My aunt many years ago gave me an entire set of Little House books, and I love them. Tried to get my kids hooked on them. I don't think I succeeded with that one. I did read some of them to my kids, but as far as them picking them up and reading them, I don't think any of them truly did, but I love them. Anyway, so if you have a really good book recommendation or a really good author recommendation, let me know. I mean, I do have probably 2,000 books on my to-be-read list. Really need to stop looking for books and read what I have. I probably shouldn't be asking for suggestions either, because I have such a huge to-be-read list. But like I said, I love to read. I am trying to behave myself and not check out any more books from the library. I just have one audiobook and one hardback book. And I think once I finish that one, I'm going to turn or once I finish them, I'm going to turn them in, only check out audiobooks and through my iPad instead of, electronically, instead of going in and actually getting the disc. Because I used to check out the disc and then I would listen to them while I was waiting in line to pick up the kids, but since I'm working at their school, I don't have to sit in the pickup line to pick up my elementary kids. And I have my elementary kids in the car when I pick up the others, so I can't really listen to a book. Anyway, so I have a lot of books here at home. So I'm going to focus on reading those more and try not to check out as many. But like I said, if you have a suggestion, please let me know, because I might end up actually owning the book that you suggest. Who knows? Anyway, guys, now I'm just rambling on, and I've got one daughter texting me pretty much nonstop right now with questions. So I'm going to jump off here. You guys have a great week. Happy crafting. Bye.